This video is for adult collectors only. Any and all videos you see on my channel are for adult collectors only. Of YouTube, welcome. You saw the title, you know what we're looking at. So, just got delivered today, so we're going to do unboxing. I'm going to do quick review. Forgive the landscape, working on a puzzle. I don't know how well it's coming off on camera, but that's what it's going to look like. And yeah, it's going to do the glue frame thing. This is going to be a cool wall hanger. So, today we are looking at the McFarlane Toys Mortal Kombat 11 Commando Spawn. This is a little bit of a return to form for how Todd was doing things for a while. He kind of got out of doing the straight action figure thing and more towards doing like moderately posable statues, which is where a lot of people who didn't like the lack of ab crunch from the Kickstarter Spawn started flipping. I was like, oh, this is what McFarlane doing statues. I'm gonna bust your chops as many times as I can over that. You people are jerks, and you're honestly fools. So yes, if you called it a statue for not having an ab crunch, I'm going to call you a tool. That's how it's gonna be. So, do a quick look around. I think they said this is a 12-inch version. Little product shot there. Gloriously photographed version of it right there. Mortal Kombat 11 there. Nothing on the bottom. Nothing of note on the top. Boom. Okay, let's take him out of here and see how he looks. Okay, so in our thingy here we have his typical McFarlane Toys Spawn gun. A little bit lacking on the paint on this, I'm a little surprised. It's pretty much just like a dark gray and a couple red stripes on it. A little bit surprised in all honesty. I figured this would get more detailed. He normally does really detailed guns. He is held in here using, let's see, there we go. Comes with a Necro Energy attachment, made out of the same kind of softish plastic that the ones that came with the Kickstarter Spawn looked at. It's very nice, actually. I really hope, I will say this going forward, see as how there is listings that we haven't seen pop up in stores yet, or even there we go. See where there might be. There's listings of a whole new series of Spawn figures coming out. So hopefully, going forward, those newer Spawn toys will come with Necro attachments, because it kind of goes with the character. You need the energy blasts, because, you know, as Todd would say, it's super sexy and it looks cool. Okay, so, typical kind of packaging here. The cape is actually fed through here, so it doesn't get all warped and bent up. Collar sits up on top here. Looks like that is about it. Alright, let's glorious son of a gun. What is that? Okay, you might have to destroy the packaging for this one. Sorry about the noise. Okay. We're gonna have to kill the packaging to get him out of here. Okay. So, unless you're planning on keeping yours in the packaging, when you pull it out of here, you're gonna have to destroy this. You're gonna have to like cut up like this because his cape is in there. Good grief. Okay, here we go. Jeez, crow, this thing is heavy. Yeah, if Todd wanted to, Todd could get into the friggin' weapons market with how heavy he makes these things. Yeah, he stands just fine on his own, actually. Which is actually kind of funny because he does come with, in this packaging, pull this out. He does come with the Todd McFarlane patented circle stand with a little peg for the foot. So yeah, here we go. I honestly love this depiction of Commando Spawn. Commando Spawn was a toy of Spawn that came out back in his earlier days. It was basically just Al with a crap load of guns on him. Pretty much anytime you see Al just like lined with gun belts and firearms falling off of him all over the place, that's always kind of just been affectionately known as Commando Spawn. There's no real, I don't think there's any like real, it's been a long time since I read through any Spawn, or earlier Spawn, but I don't think there's ever actually been like a Commando Spawn. Commando Spawn was just a version of Spawn sold as a toy early on that just was, this is Spawn with a crap load of guns. This is Spawn with knives. This is Spawn with other stuff. So yeah, I don't know how well this is coming off on camera. Here, let me use my little light fixture. Oof. There we go. But this version of him, you see it in the game really well, but I like how he did this where rather than just having like the organic look of Letha, for those of you who don't know, that's the name of his suit. It actually has like armor plating similar to like Kevlar or combat fatigues. It's really cool. Unfortunately, this little hip holster gun doesn't come out. None of this extra stuff comes off. This is straight up a statue with minor posability. And this hand is specifically built for the Necroblast. You have his cape up here. This is straight up his commando look from Mortal Kombat 11. This is just a skin that you can unlock and has different colors. So it's very nicely done. He even went so far as to mold the bottom of the boots. But no, I cannot sing the praises of this enough. It looks really good. You have the nice swooping cape. And here we go. We'll get him armed up real quick. Which I'm pretty sure is just a matter of threading everything in. Come on now, hold your gun. There we go. Gun goes in this hand. No pose. Oh, there's some wrist posability, so you can have him holding it more like that if you want. And then your Necroblast has a tiny peg right here, and it actually is built so that his fingers will sit into these little grooves, and boom. So for those of you who didn't get the Mortal Kombat 11 Spawn figures, number one, there's a million different places to get different versions of it. He has the Gold Series one at Walmart, and then there's another one coming out for somewhere, I don't know. But this is a very good substitute if you just want that cool looking Spawn on your shelf. It's not expensive. It's $40. I mean, looking at the amount of detailing, I mean, you can just see the amount of molded detailing, the shading around his eyes. I mean, he looks glorious. The only part of him that I think is lacking it at all is just I wish this gun had a little bit more detail on it. That would be my only caveat to this one, is I wish that had more detail. But everything else looks amazing. I said no posability on the head. There's really no posability on this. It wasn't meant to be posed. Just, you can have his hands in slightly different positions. But this is a little bit more return to form for the, I would say like the mid-2000s versions of McFarlane toys, when he started getting more towards his statue stuff. But no, I really like this. I'll link, I bought this off a Big Bad Toy Store. As far as I know, they're still in stock, so I'll link that in the description down below if you want to go pick one up. I'm not sponsored by them. I don't have enough subscribers for that yet. Hint, hint. But yeah, that is the McFarlane Toys 12-inch Commando Spawn from Mortal Kombat 11. And I will say this, pick them up. I would say this is definitely a pickup. Yeah, that's all I can really say about this. If you just want a cool, badass looking Spawn on your shelf, this is a really good one to go with. And you can put the stand on him if you feel the need to, but I think the stand's just going to take up space because, like, he's not moving. And, yeah, these spikes on his legs are hard. I swear, you could beat somebody to death with this thing. Not advocating beating somebody to death with this thing, but you could. It's heavy. Not for children. This is for adult collectors. Can't stress that enough. But yeah, I will call that good on that. Once again, this has been the McFarlane Toys Mortal Kombat 11 Commando Spawn 12-inch statue figure. And y'all have a good one.